Hi everyone, and welcome to Module 4. You all have put in a lot of hard work as we've already completed 3 other modules. At this point, we have discussed the history and evolution of the American school system, the role of popular culture in the curriculum and the media's impact on education, and current school reform movements, including high-stakes testing and teacher accountability. I've titled Module 4 Schooling for All because these readings and videos force us to think about what it means to teach all learners. In this 2-week module, we will discuss culturally relevant or culturally responsive pedagogy and strategies for teaching English language learners. We will also hear perspectives on these issues from scholars, teachers, students, and parents. Please take time to consider the term diversity, multicultural education, culturally relevant and culturally responsible practices, and transformative learning, and so teaching for social justice. All of these are terms that diversity educators often use when discussing the types of the role of multicultural education or the role of transformative teaching in today's schools. You're going to see a variety of different perspectives in this module, and they're going to address this goal in a variety of different ways. For example, Jeannie Oakes' chapter is going to discuss the racial implications of tracking and negative implications that this practice may have on all children. Again, many of the readings at this point are coming from an American perspective, but I would love for those of you that are attending this course from outside of the U.S. or who were educated outside of the U.S. to also provide information, resources through the discussion board or even through emailing me about how these things, how these issues are addressed in various countries around the world. So Jeannie Oakes' chapter is going to talk about tracking. So I want you to think about what she means when she asserts that tracking actually limits students. How or does tracking exist in your schools, and what implications might this have for your own classrooms? For those of you in South Florida, I think that you are going to enjoy Carlos Morales and Joni Wynn's articles because they specifically focus on the Miami area. For those of you outside of South Florida, this is going to give some context for the types of schools that your colleagues and peers are working in. And again, however you can pull in your own local or national experiences would definitely enrich our classroom via our discussions. These pieces will give you a brief history of the racial divide in the Miami area, as well as offer vignettes and narratives from teachers that open up about teaching culturally diverse students. As always, if you have any additional resources, please share them. Finally, you're going to start reading or read 3 letters in the text, Letters to the Next President. Now, this book originally came out in 2004 and then was updated in 2007. Although the text is a little outdated, I think many of these issues we are still facing today. So I want you to think about that and how important this conversation is, especially in light of the fact that in the United States we will have another presidential election that occurs this fall. I want you to pay attention to the way that these letters are written, because your final assignment for the whole course is going to be about writing your own letter to the next president. That way, we're not only discussing and learning from these articles, but you as teachers, as practitioners, as activists, have a way to voice your opinion to those in power, at least hypothetically, through your letter to the next president. Again, that's not due until Module 5, but be thinking about the tone and the way that these chapters are written. I have 3 quick YouTube videos to watch. I'm not going to ask you to add these videos to your annotated Writing for Understanding journal, but please make sure you watch them. They're like 5 minutes a piece, and they really kind of explain what culturally relevant pedagogy is and give examples of how these types of things can occur in a classroom. There are 3 assignments for this module. You're going to continue your Writing for Understanding journal. You're going to have a your 3rd taped collaborative discussion, and then you're going to engage in that final group project. In this project, it's a multimedia presentation. You can use PowerPoint, Prezi. If you liked the videos that you did for the previous module, you can definitely use that technology. All you're doing is really highlighting the key aspects of your individual discussions. I know that some of you have received feedback on these, others have not. That feedback is coming later this week. So what I would like for you to do is just figure out a way to present this in multimedia form. What are the key things that you all took from having these discussions? There is an additional discussion board that I want you to do, so that I guess technically that's the 4th assignment. But really what this will entail is for you to go back and look at your colleagues' popular culture video logs. I want you to go in, look at their presentations, and give some feedback and discussion about those projects. I feel that this is an excellent way for you all to learn about different technologies, and also a way to connect with your colleagues and think about what they're doing and how they're visualizing the role of popular culture in our in society today. If you have not done this, I think the best approach is that everyone needs to go back into their video blog, and in the edit bar, you can actually edit your title. I think the easiest approach to this is for everyone to edit that title and change it to their last name. That way, everyone that knows, you can say last name, and you can even do a hyphen in which group you're in. That way, your group members, it will be easy for them to find when they go in and watch your videos. Again, if you have any questions at all, please feel free. Feel free to contact me. This is a module that I will try to give extensive feedback because I know that you're doing a group project. So if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to send me an email message. And my final, just a friendly reminder is that when you want to do the discussion posts, please make sure, or the online tape discussions, please make sure that you give me 48 hours notice. I know that you all don't log into our course every day. I log in at various times, and sometimes I miss those requests. So if you give me 2 days notice, that is a good guarantee that I will make sure that I can open that discussion format for you. Again, I hope you enjoy the readings for this module, and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.